Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I did like a birthday look, but yeah, today's my actual birthday, so we're gonna do a look today. And besides, my boyfriend's gonna take me out to lunch. He took me out to dinner yesterday, but today he wants to take me out to lunch. So we're gonna be doing like I said, a birthday glam. I kind of want to do something simple, but y'all know I never know until we actually get off into it. But let's go ahead and get started and do a little bit of chit chatting. If you're new here, then make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to my channel. But let's go. So to start, I'm going to be using my Makeup Revolution pencil. This is in the shade dark brown. I'm just going to fill in my brows, nothing special. I do know that I owe you guys a brow tutorial, and it is coming. Give me a second. As you guys can probably hear from my voice, I don't know what the hell's going on with me. I don't feel like sick. I know my sinuses were acting up, but now I just have like this super raspy voice. And it's crazy because, like, when I was talking on the phone at work, somebody thought I was a man. Like, I know my voice is a little deep. My coworkers seem to have, like, jokes about it and shit. Like, listen, okay, y'all can still tell I'm a girl. My voice is just a smidget deep right now. That's it. Like I said, I'm just going to fill in my brows here. To clean up my brows, I'm going to be using my Fenty concealer, and this is in the shade 420. I absolutely love Fenty products. Here lately, I've been using them like crazy. It's been like my everyday routine type of thing, and like I said, I'm absolutely in love with the Fenty products. But I'm gonna just use this to clean up under my brows and just make sure that the line that I traced out for them is nice and crisp. And then I just kind of drag down a little bit. Same thing here in the front. I like a crispy brow, but again, that's just me. If it's not your personal preference, then you don't have to worry about it. It's just something that I personally like. I like my brows to look very, very crispy, you know? Okay, I'm going to use the Card Beauty palette. This is the, what is this? The ES119 palette. It's the, I don't even know what it's called. I think it's just the ES119 palette. But I always use this palette for all of my browns and stuff, especially with any brown look that I do, or anything that I want to have like a brown cut crease or anything like that. This is what I use, okay? So we're going to start out with the browns in here, and I'm going to apply them right to my crease. I know some of y'all's probably wondering, like, girl, wasn't a couple videos you was talking about you was single? Let me tell you something. Don't be in my business like that. You know, shit happens. I told y'all I'm gonna go big. I mean, I'm gonna talk my shit, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna go bad. Besides, I mean, I feel like there are deal breakers in every relationship, and this is probably like my second like real relationship with somebody. So outside of my kid's dad. So, you know, just being able to put up with some shit has been really difficult for me. So I've had to lean on my friends who have been in relationships for 7 years and been married for 5 or something like that, you know, for them to tell me, like, okay, you can't run from everything. Okay, I'm going to take the deeper shade brown, and I'm going to use the smaller brushes to go into my crease just to deepen that up a little bit. Like I said, I kind of want to do a soft glam look today, but then again, I'm not really sure. After speaking to some people about deal breakers and stuff, I felt like our situation wasn't really a deal breaker. So if I'm gonna be 100% honest, I'm gonna just tell y'all, because it might be somebody out here who's going through the same thing, and y'all could, I don't know, not learn or not gather your conclusion from me, because I'm not saying my choice was right. I'm just saying I weighed the options like Tyler Perry told you to do, make a pros and a cons. And my pros outweigh my cons. I started dating somebody who was not freshly out of a marriage, because the marriage had been done for like 2 years, and then his divorce had been done for a year. So, you know what I'm saying? He had been done for a while. I'm not one of y'all, I don't date married men. Don't try it. He had been divorced for a while. He had a child, and this child was used to it just being, you know, her parents. I think she's 16, maybe 15. It's 15. She's 15, you know what I'm saying? So with them being done, I think it ended when she was 12. Okay, so she's 15 now. It ended when she was 12. Okay, I'm gonna blend this all out using that previous brown just to bring all that together. A lot of our issues, I'm gonna be totally honest and take accountability for it, is a maturity thing on my end, because he is 16 years older than me. But it's a maturity thing on my end because I have the mindset, and this is like a problem, and I know I need to change it, but I have a mindset of like, I don't have to sit here and deal with your shit. Like, I go deal with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you piss me off, I'm ready to throw them and be about. But like I said, that's more of a me thing. Like I just feel like I just don't have to deal with people's shit. Okay, I've taken a little bit of Anastasia Beverly Hills, the primer, and I put it on the back of my hand because I'm going to cut my crease now. And I think a lot of it is a coping mechanism as well for me. Like just being afraid to love again. So I do a lot of running as well. And let me tell y'all something. I put this man to the ultimate test, okay? And he is still stuck around. We have been dating for like a year prior to her coming down here. And when she came down here, I think like the person that I'm with, he's not confrontational. Like I said, he is 16 years older than me. So I think his patience level has just, you know, just, he's at a more calmer place than me. Like, whereas I want to, you say the wrong thing to me, I'm liable to bust you in your shit. You say the wrong thing to him, you know, he's liable to have a conversation about it to see if he can get an understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not as hot-headed. So we come from, like, two different backgrounds in that aspect. His patience is just a lot more than mine, you know? He's also, like, super meticulous when it comes to answering questions, but sometimes is, I don't know, it be pissing me off because, like, I be wanting answers, like, right now. And so he's like, no, I need to think through my response before I answer. And I think sometimes that causes a problem, too, because I'm like, give me the answer for now. Like, I'm trying to give y'all, like, the big story so y'all kind of understand him and you kind of understand me as well to see how we got here. Not saying I need y'all approval because a bitch don't. But, like, I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do anyway. But I'm just saying I just trying to give y'all a little understanding. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be nice. I'm going to blend out these edges because they bothering me. So I'm going to just blend those out. Like, the daughter came down here to visit and that was fine. I didn't mind her coming down here. Like, why should I mind as the outside parent? Well, not even a parent because we're not married. But like as the outside girlfriend, like why should I mind you spending time with your kid? Like I don't like those females who have an issue with their significant other spending time with their child. Like you should not have a problem with that. Now if he's spending a whole bunch of time with the mama, then that's another conversation. But if he's just spending time with his child, like you shouldn't have an issue with that. I feel like I can't even be with a dude who don't take care of his responsibilities. Like that says a lot in itself. Like any man who you could be with knowing goddamn well he has kids and he don't make an effort to take care of him. And I know some people be like, well, the baby mama is crazy. If the baby mama is crazy, put him on fucking paper. Take him to court. I am all for paper, court, documents, whatever the fuck we gotta do. It don't even fucking matter. And I never understood the men who be like, well, I don't want to be on child support. Why? If you're gonna take care of your kid, right? Like if you're really taking care of your child, what difference does it make if you put it in my hand or the courts take it and they put it in my hand? Like what difference? It's still gonna be in my hand if your intentions are pure and you really feel like you need to take care of your child. Okay, I'm gonna go in with like a lighter shade brown now, just to kind of bring all this out. I don't know if I want that one. Let's try this one. The issue was not with the baby coming down here, okay? Actually, if I'm being quite honest, like, we were kind of excited to meet her. You know what I'm saying? That was, my children were pretty excited about it. We had a routine prior to her coming down here where on certain days, well, I think it was Fridays, every Friday night we would get together, we'd do movie night or something like that. Like, he literally loves my children like they're his own. So we had this whole routine set up prior to her getting down here. And then it was kind of like once she got down here, he kind of like stopped doing the things that he used to do. He says that it was because, you know, she was getting acclimated and he had just broke the news to her that he was dating someone else, which I could understand because you go from having your two-parent family household and you think, you know, you're going to be, your parents are going to be together forever, and then it comes out that one of them is dating somebody else. So I can totally get that, right? So she was down here for I think a couple months, honestly. No, maybe 2 months total. I add a little bit of white. The first couple months that she was down here, like, I was extremely understanding to the situation because I could see that, you know, like, I personally didn't experience it because our parents weren't married, they weren't together, so I didn't know. But, you know, just trying to play devil's advocate here and just be understanding to the situation, I understood that it was going to take some time, you know, for them to get acclimated, so I allowed him that time to kind of spend with his daughter. It became an issue when it started affecting my children. Like, that's when it became an issue for me. I was like, okay, so now my kids kind of get put to the side because your biological daughter is here. And again, this is just my thinking. Y'all know I go to the extreme because I'm a Virgo. Okay? Instead of me seeing the good in the situation, I normally try to see the bad in the situation. I'm working on it. Instead of him saying, like, you know, I just don't know how to handle this, because that's honestly what it was. He didn't know how to handle the situation because he thought I was going to be upset. Then he thought his daughter was going to be upset. Then he thought the kid was going to be upset. So he just felt like, I'm just not going to deal with it altogether. You know, like, he don't handle conversation well. Like, he just don't. Like, even when we argue, well, we don't really argue because I be arguing with myself. He doesn't even argue. Like, he's just non-confrontational. Like, he'll just sit there and I be arguing with myself and he'll just let it go because he just don't do well with conversation. Like, he just don't. Okay, I'm going to attempt to apply this. This is the Shockwave LA Girl, I think. Is it LA Girl? Yeah. LA Girl Shockwave Neon Eyeliner. These things is good, but, like, once they break, they be broken. You can't get them big type thing. So I'm going to try to line my lower lash line with this and just see if we can get it off in there. Because I kind of want, like, a pop of color. Not, like, too much, but, like, a little bit. Me jumping to conclusions. If y'all know me, I jump to conclusions all the time. People will be like, he's not like that. He's not saying that. Like, you need to relax. And I told y'all, I take it to the extreme. So I'm like, if you want to break up, just say you want to break up type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just say that. Okay, fine. I'm going to do it for you. We broke it up. Like, again, it's a maturity thing. I know I'm working on it. I'm working it through it, okay? I'm legit having a whole breakup conversation with myself because he just don't entertain my bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm having a whole conversation by myself. And it wasn't until she left that we really, really talked about some shit. And I had to, like I told y'all, just kind of really see if this was what I wanted. He's a good guy. He cares about my children, you know? Like, our first date, like, no lie, was him taking me shopping. I can't get this color off in there, and it's weird. But our first date was him taking me shopping for my children, you know? So he's a good guy. He just, you know, he have his little quirks about him. But I also had to understand, too, from a girlfriend perspective or whatever perspective I'm going to be in a situation with him, that he has a child, you know, and the way my child are open to receiving him, his child may not, because she was in a situation where she had both of her parents and now she doesn't. Okay, so I had to just be a little bit more understanding to that. Now, is it difficult? Hell yeah, it's very difficult, but we're making it work. Okay, I applied the Anastasia Primer and I'm going to blend that out with a brush. I don't know, here lately using a brush instead of my fingers have just been, I don't know, A1 since day one. I feel like if you're going to be in a relationship with anybody and they have kids, you got to kind of think of it from both perspectives. And honestly, when I sit down and I think about it, I think my feelings were just hurt because I was like, what I did to the little girl, like I even had a chance to meet her, what I do. But I wasn't really seeing it from her perspective. And we've talked about some things that can be resolved with that. Honestly, like, he loves the shit out of my kids. And that means everything to me, because I don't know if y'all have ever been dating, but I've been dating for, well, not really dating. I've been for the streets, you know what I'm saying? I've been out here thugging and bugging. But, like, the men nowadays, almost fell. The men nowadays, they do not accept children that are not theirs. And if they do, like, they don't genuinely love them. Like, the love he has for my kids is, like, I can't even put it into words. Alright, I'm taking the Fenty Beauty. This is in the shade, what shade is this? 445? There we go. It's 445. Yeah, I've been using the hell out of this shit. I don't know if you guys had a chance to watch the Patrick Star and Ariel, hopefully I'm saying his name right, Ariel, tutorial on YouTube, but girl, if you have not, oh my goodness, I was supposed to color correct. I'll go in afterwards and do it. If you guys have not had a chance to watch that, Lord have mercy, it is amaze ball. The fact that he gave it to us for free too is like everything, because I'm like, this is some good knowledge. I learned so much shit from that damn tutorial. Not to mention, my boo has purchased all my lighting, my MacBook, my camera. All of this is compliments of him. So, you get somebody that believes in your dreams, girl, bye. I stuck my big toe inside of the dating pool, and the men out here just, oh gosh, I would never. And I be feeling like, sometimes I feel like it be the women too. I be like, the women be putting up with that shit. That's why the men act the way they fucking act. And they feel like they can get away with it, because what you don't do, somebody else will. And I know somebody who is like that. And I feel like in my heart of hearts, I feel like they just afraid of being alone. And I never understood that. Like, why are you so scared to be by yourself? If anything, you should be in your comfort zone when you are by yourself. That is my best happy place. Shit, look at me right now. I'm by myself having a good old time. Yes, like when you by yourself, it should be everything, you know. Okay, I'm gonna use my brush to blend all of this out. This is the Riri. This is the concealer. I believe the concealer is in the shade 420. Yes, it's in the shade 420. And then I also mix this with the NARS concealer as well right here. Just the lighter ones that you guys see in the inner corners. And this one is the shade Sucre de Orge. I think that's what it's called. But it also says medium dark 1.5. I don't know which one you're going to try to look at. But I do know that the Anastasia Beverly Hills primer, not the primer, sorry. The foundation is going on sale next week at Ulta. So I will be at Ulta to pick that up because, honey, no. We cannot afford no more damn $40 foundations. And I mean, they are amazing. But, baby, we cannot... We just can't keep doing this. People were asking about this brush in my last couple videos, so let me give y'all the name. This is the Real Techniques brush. It's a 421 brush. I'm probably using it wrong, but I absolutely love the way that it blends out my concealer, so we're going to continue to use it. But you don't have to if you guys don't want to. You know, I just saw some comments about it. I try to respond, but sometimes I'll be forgetting. Like, in my mind, I thought I responded, but I didn't, so... my bad if I don't respond. It's not on purpose. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I just be forgetting to respond. I know I be having moments like where I be kind of sad when I be by myself, but I'm never just gonna be with somebody just for the sake of saying I have a significant other. Like, I don't understand people like that. Like, they do you so wrong. Like, why are you still with them? I don't understand that. Like, don't you know that you the prize? I told you I got a friend like that, and I swear I feel like she just don't like to be by herself, because it seemed like as soon as she get out of a relationship, she back into another one. I'll be like, what the fuck is going on? Like, when this cycle gonna stop, boo? I love you, I support you, you know, I'm gonna be there for you regardless. I just feel like you could do better, you know? Like, I see so much in you that you don't see within yourself. I don't know, it just bothers me sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna put this lash on because it's been sitting for a little bit, but I be wanting her to know, like, girl. And she's so freaking pretty. Like, don't you know you can have anybody in the world? Why you keep letting these men treat you however? And that's probably why I was single for so long. I played a lot of games. I ain't gonna lie. I played a lot of games. I made a couple people hurt for some shit somebody did to me. There's too many fish in the sea to be trying to settle down with the one. You know? And then now look at me settling down. Because at first, I didn't think it was gonna happen. Simply because the men out here, they be playing games. They be wanting you to do shit, you know, buy them stuff. Like, I'm not for that, you know. Like, I'll buy you stuff if I see that you worth it. But, baby, like, I'm not buying you no damn PS4. Is that the latest game system? I don't even know the game system. See, my boo now, he don't play games. He ain't got time. He playing this money. That's what he doing. I don't have time for that shit. Oh, my goodness, I have to show you guys. I figured out how to use this cream concealer. It's the best thing popping. So, what you do is you take your finger and you put it in there. And then you just kind of rub it around until it gets, like, I don't know, mixed together. So basically this makeup artist said that because of like the oils and stuff sitting on top, like, you gotta mush it together in order to get it ready to set on your face. I don't know, but it works. It definitely works. So I move my finger in there for a little bit, and then I set, or I dab it wherever I want it to be a little bit brighter. And I'm telling y'all, I get way more full coverage. I mean, I had to figure out how to use this because I was like, girl, we not about to waste our damn money. Like, this shit was expensive as hell getting this cream. And I don't know if I did that back in the day. I don't know. But I used to love it back in the day. Maybe I did do it back in the day. Shit, I don't know. But literally, you take it and you just blend it out. And I absolutely love it. It gives it, like, your under eye, like, a little bit more brightness. But, like, not too much. You know what I'm saying? Just, like, a little bit. And I don't cream contour anymore because I just feel like it's an extra step. And I like the way my powders contour my face better. That's another thing that Ariel does. I think Ariel might even use cream. He might use cream. I don't know, but I think he uses a lot of powders too. The video is like an hour long. The Ariel and Patrick Star, their video is like an hour long, but I'm telling y'all, y'all get so much details in that thing. Like, he lets you have it. I'd been like, nah, cut this out. You know, they can't have my secrets. I'm pretty sure some shit he cut out, but the world may never know. Okay, I'm using the honey, and I'm just going to set. I really wish I would have used the Laura Mercier powder to set all of my face. But anywhere that I highlighted, I thought it was recording, but it wasn't. So I'm going to just go through and do it again. I always get notifications when people is unfollowing my shit or unliking my shit. That's why I said the internet love be fake, but I feel like a lot of people put value and emphasis on the internet love. Like, don't do that, because what y'all see is not real, and y'all don't see the stuff that be going on behind closed doors and the stats that I'm seeing. So people be like, oh my goodness, you should be bigger. Look, God's timing is everything. When it's time for me to be bigger, I'm going to be bigger. But for right now, we just going to chill and do what we got to do. Y'all don't see the stats behind the scenes where we've gone from an average viewing of 300 to now we doing 1.6, 1.5 within a couple days. Like, y'all not seeing those stats. I see those stats, though. And I'm proud of myself. Like, we gaining traction here. I think we gained 350 subscribers last month alone. So, we gaining here. And also, I know a couple people right now with like 50,000 followers on YouTube, and their videos don't get no more than like 300 views. So the numbers, don't put so much emphasis and value on the numbers. Like, let's worry about the stats, baby. And we doing A1 around here. I'd rather have 10 people with me that I know is going to be loyal and be supportive of everything that I put out versus having 100 million. That's just always been my thought process. I don't put emphasis on numbers. Like, it's going to be what it's going to be. When God tells me to blow up, we going to blow up. Until then, we just going to be kicking it here, you know? So, I used to do this trick back in the day. I don't know why I stopped doing it, but Ariel put me back onto it. And it's just setting your face. So, I'm using the Beauty Bakery. And this is in the shade Almond. And I use this big ass Power Puff. I have like 3 more of these, so don't come for me. Okay, and they clean. Don't even fucking play with me. But I'm using these. I've been using this one for a while, but whatever. I've been using it since like yesterday. I don't need your judgment. I ain't gotta explain myself to you, even though I just did. Whatever. But I use this to set my whole entire face. So anywhere that I didn't set with the honey, I'm gonna set that foundation with this. And this is gonna give you like that airbrushed effect and make it look like your skin is just like you got a filter on, okay? And that's what we need, because people be doubling up on them damn filters, and I be like, I want to look stunning without the filter. Look, this is just the real shit of it. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Y'all have makeup on your face, so your face is gonna look flawless, while the rest of your body is going to look a little bit different. And it ain't shit wrong with that. You will never, ever, ever match your skin tone 100%. I hate when people do that. Yeah, your skin tone don't match. You will never match it 100%. Like, you're never going to do that. Something's going to be a little bit off. And besides that, you've put all this work and this effort into your face. So your foundation is going to be a smidget off. And that's okay. I ain't never, ever, ever seen nobody that can do makeup as good as I do makeup, or even like close to it, ever talk shit. It always be the motherfuckers that don't have no profile picture that be wanting to talk shit. It always be them. It don't never be nobody that's in the same caliber as you. Never. So just keep that in mind. When you hear about somebody talking shit about you, just look at their page and be like, I'm telling you, that's why I don't even clap back no more. Because I be like, girl. And be the same ones with the most fucking advice too. They want to tell you how you need to do your face. Ma'am, let's not do that. Because I could tell you a couple things that you need to do to your face. But I'm going to mind my business, you know. You just keep scrolling. Anyway. This is the Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filter foundation. It's a matte foundation in the shade 460. But I use this to contour and just kind of bronze up my skin. You guys will see how much color this will bring back to my skin. I absolutely love this, y'all. Like, this is my shit. Because it warms up the skin, but, like, not too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gives me my filters or my features that I want. But, like, it don't be too heavy. It don't be too much. And what I really like about this, using this as my contour, is that I have time to build this. So if I feel like this isn't enough, I can keep squishing up in here, swoosh, 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 and build that color. But do y'all see, like, this ain't even full, but it brought some life and some color back into my skin, which I absolutely love. Okay, so now I'm gonna bake to bring out all of my bone structures, and I'm gonna bake under my eyes, down my nose, down the nose. And this is where you can kind of bring in your contour and kind of shape that as much as you want. I don't know. Once I get done, I'll show you guys, but I just feel like the finish on this is so much better than previously. Like, I feel like I just keep getting better and better and better. Plus, I don't like the cream contour on my damn nose. I'm weird. Like, shit that other people see and they be like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Be shit, I be like, it's something ain't right with that. But I don't know, it's just me. It's just me. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty. This is the Mocha Mami. I prefer to use this as a blush because it is kind of red. But that's just me. If you don't want to, then you don't have to. But I like to use it as a blush just to give me a little bit more color in my face. All to the high points of those cheekbones. Okay, we're gonna go in and we're gonna line our lips. This is just a regular NK pencil that I got from the beauty supply store. I think somebody asked me about my brown pencils. I get them from the beauty supply store. And I'm just gonna line my lips with this. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my Nude Embrace now. And I'm just going to line my lips. Okay, now I'm going to add a little bit of Private Party. This is from Crayon Case. Okay, so let's finish up our look. And we're just going to blend out here our under eyes, since that's the only thing that we had left setting. And I like to kind of push this over into my nose, just to make sure it's like a flawless blend. Same thing on this side. Once again, just pushing that into my nose. If you guys have made it here, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'm super excited to keep recording. I had like a little bit of an off week, but that's okay. I'm back now, so it don't matter. One thing about it, two things for sure, I'm never gonna be on time. I finished right on time because my boyfriend called me and told me it's time to meet him for lunch, so I have to go to lunch. But I wanted to show you guys the finished look as I'm finishing up here. Like I told you guys at the beginning, if you guys have not seen the Patrick and Ariel video, I would highly suggest you guys seeing that, because it does have like some really amazing tips that you guys should totally try to just help with your makeup, especially with the setting portion and even the eyeshadow portion. He does like this really amazing eyeshadow that I want to try, but I just haven't been within my comfort zone to try it. But it's super soft and it's super simple, and besides, I wanted to give you guys like a different look, so that's why we're here today. But like I said, I do have to go because my man's calling. No, I'm just playing. But I had a good time with you guys. If you guys had a good time, make sure you guys wish me happy birthday. Just playing. But if you guys had a good time, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, and make sure you guys leave me a like. I'm going to do some awkward posing before I go. Hopefully I get all of this in and the correct shots before I actually leave. Pray for me. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.